do you think about the psychology of power often and about seeking leadership? There's this very popular phrase which says that those who are best suited for leadership are the ones who don't seek it, are the
Yeah.
ones who often thrust upon it. There's also a phrase about power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Is this something you fear? And is
Yeah.
that one of the reasons why you're slightly hesitant to say maybe you'll reflect back when you reach that goal? That you have so many stories in history about people who had the right moral compass, who had the right ideas, very idealistic. And when they reached a position of power, something changed and the moral compass got skewed. And suddenly they were not the same idealistic person at all, and power corrupted them. Is this something you fear for yourself as well?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I used to think you could take an example of Obama, right? Could be an example. He started with big, lofty goals, wanted to get accomplished. He wanted to accomplish quite a lot. So these were dreams that were either fulfilled, unfulfilled, some trusts that were broken. And looking at my own politicians, so both of them are in the similar spectrum. Mine promise and do the same promises every year, and my people fall for it every year. Um, on the other hand, if you looked at how people decided post Obama, you would see a lot of frustration come out. Um, the question is always going to be, could Obama have done more? Because he was the most powerful person in the world. That's probably where I understand it slightly different. If he had it, he probably would have. I think the understanding that we have to make is in systems of democracies, there are places and institutions that sometimes hinder the kind of solutions, accomplishments you want to make. In this part of the world, it would be, there are institutions that you have to work as the lead of the country to ensure that you are actually implementing solutions and getting things done. Not everything gets done. In my part of the world, you have the choice to do it and you still don't do it. So those are two dichotomies. For me, power was never the driving force behind thinking of politics or thinking of change through political wielding. The only thing that drove me was, at the end of the day, you need to create systems that were efficient, systems that delivered. But if you are the one imagining it and the ones that are implementing currently cannot imagine of it, then it's time that you bring that imagination onto the floor so that it can take its time to change, get implemented. And as a person, when I started this journey, and I had told this to my mentor, Jay Friedlander, I told him, he said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to problem solve." The reason I said I wanted to problem solve was, you're not the first person who's seeing the problem. You'll probably be the first person who's going to enact on the solution, right? It is not that the politicians are bad and nobody's seen it. It's just that nobody's taken the effort to mend it. So I'm driven by the fact that we can mend it. We can change the course of history, and it can be changed for the better. It doesn't have to be one single person. It doesn't have to be me. I don't think I'm the best capable person alone in that journey. It has to be a group of people that can imagine that happen. I think similar is the case for Obama. Obama dreamt of something which he communicated to the mass. The mass trusted him. But it's all about, do you have the right kind of people in the right places to support and push that forward?
Yeah.
His was, maybe he didn't have the right kind of support. Right? So my journey to whatever change that I want to make will only be taken, be it politics, be it leadership, be it being involved with government, will only be taken if I see that there are greater mass of people that can be mobilized. If there isn't a greater mass of people that can be mobilized, then it's just going to be another wasted opportunity. I might as well go back into private sector. So, power is definitely going to, it's a corrupting factor. It makes, and that's why politicians in South Asia or majority of the part of the world continue to vie for positions. It's driven by the sheer desire to stay noted, stay in public, stay relevant. And once that relevancy becomes the main factor, you don't see beyond your own self into the people that you want to lead. My roots come from the fact that I want to be with these people. I want to make sure that their life is better than where they were at. And if I'm not the right person to do that, and I don't think I can lead it, I don't think I can be there, then I shouldn't be even taking the step to be there, because it's a waste of energy, waste of time, waste of a lot of stuff, resources, name it. So if I feel like at any time in given future, I feel like I can be part of a team that actually leads change within the country much faster, much at a greater pace than what it is today, then joining a force is much, acquainted than not joining it. So it's all going to be what's going to happen tomorrow, because in our part of the world, things get decided overnight.